Glory made its return to the Big Apple at Madison Square Garden's Hulu Theater for the first time in 2018 for Glory 55 New York. It was a night of non-stop knockouts featuring the best stand-up combat from the first to the last bell. The stacked card featured an interim world title fight in the featherweight division and a middleweight world title rematch between the top two in the division. On this edition of Glory Rewind, we'll feature those two title fights, see the return of two more former champions, and look back on a night of knockout after knockout. We'll recap it all on Glory 55 Rewind, which starts right now. We start in the middleweight division, where Joe Taylor didn't want to disappoint the hometown crowd. However, his opponent Jacob Rodriguez looked to make a statement of his own in his Glory debut.
Taylor in the white gloves, Jacob Rodriguez in the black. But who won? That's the question as we look at highlights from Rodriguez and Taylor.
Yeah, in the first round, Taylor had fresh legs, so he was able to move around, chop around the legs, move around. But Rodriguez had different plans, constantly pushing forward, not taking a step back. And this round was super close, both guys having their moments in this fight, where Taylor was able to come in, land his punches, Rodriguez his pressure and low kicks. And the third round, same kind of story. Rodriguez pushing, Taylor fighting on the outside. Some good back and forth moments. That third round, I found Rodriguez found some good low kicks, but man, tough fight to score.
One judge scores at 30-27. Our two remaining judges have it 29-28, a unanimous decision, all for your winner, Jacob Rodriguez.
With these two going back and forth, it was Rodriguez who ended up with the unanimous decision. Next up, it was Victor Leo Pinto who took on Nate Richardson, who had dropped down a weight class to make his featherweight debut.
Highlights from a very close contest between Nate Richardson and Victor Leo Pinto.
Yeah, first round seemed to be a little bit more Pinto with his kicks. Was able to shut down Richardson's forward pressure. And still continued to show how his boxing has improved. Head guard defense counters. But Richardson showed such an amazing pace, constantly moving forward with his boxing. I really liked how he utilized his jab to set up his techniques. You saw him change levels, going head and body. But Pinto continued with those hard body kicks over and over again, trying to slow that boxing down. But round three was all Richardson, pressing forward with his boxing, trying to get on the inside, mix his knees.
They give us back a split decision, scoring this bout 29-28 Pinto, 29-28 Richardson. And our third and final judge scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Victor Pinto.
Pinto managed to eke out the victory and continued his momentum within the division. We then shifted our attention to local favorite Elvis Gashi, who took on newcomer Nick Chastain.
But it was all about Elvis Gashi over 3 rounds, Joe. He didn't get the knockout, but dominated pretty much.
Yeah, first round, good pressure from Gashi. And Chastain did a better job at moving around, using his long kicks, trying to attack the legs and the body, but landed some good punches in the exchange. But ultimately, it was a lot of good forward pressure from Gashi here. He almost had Chastain hurt with that body shot. Chastain was really holding on. You can see him dropping his elbow, protecting the body, holding his breath. Gashi couldn't get the finish, but you see how tough Chastain is to just keep coming forward and trying to get inside to get as many punches in as possible. And round three was the same kind of fight, but Gashi again continuing to press forward and most likely get in the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Let's take a look at the totals. One judge scores it 29-28. The two remaining judges see it and score it the same, 30-27. A unanimous decision, all for your winner. And still undefeated, Elvis Gashi.
As many expected, Gashi took the victory and remained undefeated. He now believes he's ready to mix it up with the best in the division and has eyes on one day hoisting the Glory belt. Still to come on Rewind, non-stop knockouts from the lightweights all the way up to the heavyweights. Two former champions do what they do best, and two titles are on the line. Don't go anywhere. Glory Rewind will be right back. Welcome back to Rewind. Glory 55 Stacked Superfight Series featured two Glory newcomers looking to make a statement in the featherweight division when Asa 10 Pow took on Justin Greskowitz.
Will the experience of Justin Greskowitz prevail over the American Ninja spectacular offensive style of Asa 10 Pow? We're about to find out. The second of two fights here on our Glory Super Fight Series card on UFC Fight Pass. Round one, 10 Pow in the white gloves, Greskowitz in the black.
10 Pow really looking at using his boxing. Greskowitz already attacking the legs. Greskowitz, I would have to say, is really well-rounded, but one of his favorite strikes he's going to try to mix up is his knees.
Good low kick answered by a right hand from 10 Pow. High kick, that was blocked well by Greskowitz. In the fighter meeting yesterday, Asa 10 Pow said, just watch what I do. You won't believe it. We've seen a lot of stuff, Joe. This better be good.
Well, he's staying really calm and relaxed, waiting for that opportunity. Good spinning back kick, blocked by Greskowitz. But again, you saw Asa right there, already mixing up that left hook.
Maybe he doesn't need the spectacular stuff. Brute force is doing just fine. He covers up with a low blow. And boy, nice discipline there by 10 Pow not to knock his block off.
Yeah, that was a bad timing for a low blow for Asa. But it looked like when he threw the new, he kept his leg dangling.
I know it's only an exchange, we got to keep it up. You understand? Yep.
Quick look, let's see.
Yeah, you can see the foot as the knee came under.
Bad timing for Asa, but great timing for Justin, who was in big trouble.
Go. Fight!
Yeah, Asa's doing a good job at mixing levels with his strikes, head, body, and that's what seemed to do the damage there. Nice sneaky jab. Just amazing to see someone with only 6 professional fights so calm and relaxed.
And as I was saying right before we had the stoppage for the low blow, why would 10 Pow try anything different when his straight boxing is doing so much damage?
Yeah, it's setting up off of his jab, and he's throwing his jab at different angles. He's going up, he's going down, and even with that left hook, we've seen him go to the head and body. There was a straight right to the body. Very calm and intelligent boxing.
Into the body, and that drops the right hand of Greskowitz. And how about Asa 10 Pow unloading, and down goes Greskowitz.
Yeah, that was with one of my favorite setups. Left hook to the head, follow left hook to the body.
6, 7, 8. Walk to me.
Good mixing levels with the boxing.
Look at me. You good to go?
He'll take the mandatory 8. Chris Wagner, our referee, says, are you ready? And Wagner, or rather Greskowitz, once more.
See those probing punches.
What a shot to the liver. I don't think he's getting up from that one.
No, but that setup was beautiful. Faking the straight punches just to get the guard up, opening up that liver shot.
Are you okay?
He does get up.
Okay? Yes, sir.
Gonna continue. One more knockdown in this round and it's over. 14 seconds to go for the American Ninja. And that should be it. Did he take a knee? No, it was a slip.
Can Justin stay up?
And that's it. They'll wave it off. You could tell Greskowitz had no more energy left, no more enthusiasm for this fight. Asa 10 Pow took it out of him and took him out in round 1.
He didn't get aggressive, but what's most impressive is how he used his jab and how he set up those body punches. So there he goes, right hand to the, then followed left hook to the body. There's that level change that I was liking. Got the guard up with that left hook to the head, and then right away came with that left hook to the body. This was the second one when he was using those probe punches. Greskowitz didn't know what was coming. Probe, and then when he was ready, he ripped that body shot. Nicky Holtzkin used to do that one a lot. Here's Asa 10 Pow doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout officially comes to an end by way of the Glory 3 knockdown rule with a time of 2 minutes and 59 seconds of that opening round. It is ruled a technical knockout for your winner, Asa 10 Pow.
With the stoppage, Asa 10 Pow served notice in the featherweight division that he's here to stay. Next up, it was Israel's number 7 ranked lightweight Itai Gershon, who has been unstoppable in New York, taking on Glory newcomer Trevor Rajan.
Itai Gershon said, listen, my game plan is to wait him out. He's so wild and undisciplined and aggressive, he's going to come right after me, but he'll fade after 3 minutes. Let's see if it plays out that way. Gershon in the white gloves, Rajan in the black.
Yeah, you see Rajan really coming forward right away. Nice that he's exchanging some kicks. There's that. He's going to want to counter Gershon's kicks with his boxing.
Doesn't look like Gershon's waiting him out. He's just as aggressive. There's is that a knockdown? Caught a slip.
Give me hands.
Because Gershon was about to throw a kick. But a good start for Rajan.
Yeah, good power in that right hand, and he's got to really shut down those Gershon kicks with that power. Nice block for Rajan as well.
Nice body kick. Gershon said he loves fighting at Madison Square Garden, but said at the same time it's hard to build a fan base back in Israel because my fights are at 4 a.m. there. Hopes next fight, or the next fight he has, will be in Europe.
Time! Right here, pal.
Gershon for this camp even spent some time in Thailand. He spent 1 month there, and he trained at the Sitsong Pinang camp, where lightweight champ Sittachai. They said they actually got some sparring rounds as well.
How invaluable is that?
Yep.
One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
And you can see southpaw left kick, so
when I say stop, you stop. You understand?
Sittachai style.
Here we go. Fight!
Nice job at Rajan blocking those body kicks. Now returning one of his own.
So Rajan being a little more patient than we thought he'd be.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of improvement since I watched him at Glory 32. Definitely cleaned up his technique.
Break clean.
Was able to mix his punches and kicks a little bit better. So, good overall development from Rajan.
Nice high kick partially blocked by the Israeli. But Gershon giving just as good as he's taken here in round 1.
Back up. Look at me. Look at me. Fight!
I guess sometimes you get hit or kicked and you change your game plan immediately. There's a left hook right on the button. Rajan's entire face absorbed that shot.
Yeah, we always talk about the power in Gershon's kicks, but look at that power in his hands.
Come to me. Come to me.
Beautiful left overhand.
You want to keep going?
So Rajan will keep going, but for how long? 20 seconds to go here in round 1. Gershon thinking knockout.
There's Rajan calling him on.
Stop! Break clean. Fight!
A thudding left hook. Right square in the middle of the face. And there's another left hook for Gershon. And Rajan is reeling backwards here.
Few seconds left in this round.
Stop!
Ooh.
That could have been really bad. Luckily, that left kick just missed. And Rajan survives round 1 just barely. By decision, he said, it's about time I get a KO and show everyone the kind of power I possess. Well, we are learning, that's for sure, as he gets 2 knockdowns in round 1.
Yeah, it's just going to make him that much scarier.
Oh! Another big left hand, and now he's just teeing off.
Yeah, he's just thrown like 5 or 6 in a row, then he followed with his right hook.
These are home run shots that Aaron Judge would be proud of. And he's done it all! A spinning high kick. How is Rajan still upright? He's not anymore!
Oh, man. From those clubbing left hands to that spinning hook kick. Let's see if Rajan can get up.
7, 8, 9. That's it.
What a performance by Itai Gershon!
And his ability to mix it up was amazing. He started with good power kicks. Then he found his left hand, mixed in that spinning hook kick, and then got the finish.
We welcome you back here to Madison Square Garden, and let's watch these highlights again, Joe. They were just that good.
Yeah, it started off Itai using his kicks, Ragin using his boxing, landed some good power punches. But Gershon was relentless in his attacking, found that left hand, got the first knockdown in the first round. Round two, he was looking to set that up again, and he found it right away. Kept coming forward, throw it over and over again. Surprised Ragin didn't go down there, and he just got overly aggressive there. And there's that spinning hook kick, which set up the finish left hand. Good striking diversity from Itai Gershon.
Ladies and gentlemen, you watched it as it happened. This bout comes to an end with an official time of just 36 seconds of that second round and is ruled a technical knockout. For your winner, Itai Gershon.
With a spectacular spinning back kick and some heavy hands to finish Trevor Ragin off, Itai makes it 3 victories in a row at Madison Square Garden. Then it was everyone's favorite Aussie, Junior Tafa, looking to shut the mouth of Anthony McDonald. The two had a war of words since Glory 50 in Chicago and looked to settle the score in the Glory ring.
Surprisingly, they actually touched gloves, Joe. I didn't think they'd even do that. Yesterday's stare down was pretty intense. The Joker versus the Juggernaut.
You ready, sir? Are you ready, sir? Let's fight.
Tafa doesn't expect to see round 2. McDonald says he's going to beat Tafa pillar to post for 3 full rounds.
Yeah, McDonald's got a little awkward style. He's going to move, stay long, throw awkward style kicks. Not your traditional style kickboxer, so that could give Tafa some problems.
9-inch reach advantage for the Joker.
Nice body kicks from McDonald.
Oh, he got caught on the way in, did the Joker, and then a knee to follow up.
He's shelling up here now. He's got McDonald's more comfortable when he's moving his feet on the outside. He doesn't want to be a standing target for Tafa to unload.
McDonald still may be a little bit hurt. Got caught pretty flush on the way in. Now a body shot there.
Yeah, he keeps throwing that left body kick. Tafa now blocks it. Continues with that pressure.
Whoa, and that left hand put McDonald down. And he's already seeing stars. Tafa stands over him.
4, 5, 6.
Wasn't much of a punch, which should show you how much power Tafa has.
Yeah, that left hook seemed to just clip his jaw.
Okay, here we go. Fight.
Code red time now here for the Joker.
Just when you thought Tafa was going to run out, it was McDonald who ran to the center.
McDonald still does not look good. Tafa trying to spinning back fist. There's a knee. Tafa down, but it's a slip.
Give me hands, please. Fight.
Junior Tafa, who's trained with UFC legend Mark Hunt, vows to follow in his footsteps and be a world champion.
What's just so impressive is that he's only 21 years old.
And another knockdown. That one behind the ear. Easy work so far for Tafa.
6.
Tafa's known for having his first round finishes.
9, 10.
McDonald is up. Does he want to continue?
There we go.
I'm sure Tafa's going to want to add the first down knockout streak here. One more and it's over.
And that was it. Too easy for Tafa. He said he'd do it. He's coming over here to talk to us. He said, I told you. Before the bell rang to start the fight, he looked at me and Joe and gave the throat slash sign. And sure enough, a killer performance for the Aussie. And Joe, as we look at the highlights, they're all coming from Junior Tafa, I guarantee you that.
Yeah, McDonald came out a little wild, unorthodox with his left kicks, tried to circle, but Tafa was really patient waiting, and he knew he had to answer that jab, so slipped his head off center line and landed that left hook, gave him the first knockdown. And then same kind of thing, came in pressuring. This time the second knockdown via this right hand. Just clipped behind the ear. It didn't look like it had too much power behind it, but just in the right placement, he was able to get 3 knockdowns in the first round. And that's a TKO for Junior Tafa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it. You watched it as it happened. This bout ends by way of the Glory 3 knockdown rule with an official time of 2 minutes and 20 seconds of that very first round and ruled a technical knockout. For your winner, Junior Tafa.
With a first-round KO and his non-stop talking, Tafa challenged anyone in the top 5 of the division. Next, we shift our focus to the interim featherweight title of the world. But first up, Tiffany Van Soest makes her return to Madison Square Garden to get some revenge and start her road back to the title. All this and more when Glory Rewind returns. Welcome back to Rewind. Glory 55 featured the return of former super bantamweight champion Tiffany Van Soest, who lost her title at Madison Square Garden at Glory 48 and looked to get back to her winning ways as she took on Glory newcomer Sofia Olofsson of Sweden.
Are you ready? Let's go, box.
Tiffany Van Soest said, listen, Sofia looks great on paper, but she can't handle me. Glory Kickboxing is my house. 3 rounds here between Tiffany Van Soest and Sofia Olofsson.
And right away you see the difference in movement, right? Tiffany's moving laterally, hitting and moving.
Nice left hook to start things off for the time bomb. She looks good in that gold and yellow, I tell you that.
Both girls actually have a 4th round finish over Miriam Uslu. So if you're comparing other fights, very similar.
Olofsson, 54 professional fights, all in Muay Thai, just 7 losses. Good right there by Tiffany. Ooh, straight up route 1.
A solid front kick. Tiffany's got a really good left kick as well.
You see how in shape Sofia is. It's amazing how much she loves sweets. She said she loves to bake and took our camera crew on a tour as she went to eat some baked goods in downtown New York. Wonder how many hours she had to run to work those calories off. Not an inch of fat on her. Body kick there for Olofsson.
Yep. Tiffany, though, with her boxing, she's coming in at different angles. You see her throwing more up jabs. Her right hand from a lower angle, trying to get between the guard of Olofsson.
Nice shot, nice shot. Go.
Right to the body, Tiffany. Well, Sofia's putting the pressure on like she promised, Joe, but has it been effective pressure the first 2 minutes?
I think Tiffany's movement is just really sharp, and Tiffany's really difficult to hit because she's got good distance control. She's going to hit you, she's going to move, and she doesn't exit on straight lines. You can see her always exiting, always moving on angles. Her head moves well. She's always just outside of Olofsson's strikes. She's switching stances.
Tiffany faked the kick and threw a punch. It's almost like she's switching stances.
Yeah, very fluid. She calls her movement poetry in motion. And again, credits to her coach, Alex Palmer, for teaching her that footwork.
What a high kick, partially blocked, but still doing some damage. Good opening round here for TVS.
Nice left kicks from Sofia. That seems to be her best strike right now. Just constantly countering with that left kick. Van Soest stepping to the left. Good. That's her key. She's got to keep coming forward, make it a messy fight.
It very well could come down to this final 3 minutes here between Tiffany Van Soest and Sofia Olofsson, who, win or lose, Joe, is really showing you she can handle these Glory rules.
Yeah, this is a great fight for Sofia. I like the way she's coming forward. She's showing a lot of toughness. But Tiffany's still doing that good job at mixing her levels. Movement slowed down slightly. But that second round was definitely better for Olofsson.
Back in center. Box.
Couple pawing jabs for Tiffany, but that won't keep Sofia off of her.
Break. Separate. Hands up, hands up.
What would you like to see Tiffany do better here in round 3?
Well, she's got to get back to her moving, trying to attack on angles, keep moving, because you have Olafsson coming in on a straight line. Tiffany doesn't want to back up straight and end up in the corners. She tries to have to angle off and try to throw those more up shots she was landing in the first, change the angles of her strikes.
Would you like to see her come forward a little bit? She's been very comfortable fighting backwards.
Well, I mean, it would be good, but it's just ending up in a clinch. Every time Tiffany does want to attack forward, they're ending in clinches. So that's where I feel Tiffany fighting on the angles would be her best bet.
Break. You gotta separate.
To avoid these kind of clinch situations.
Separate. Let's get in the middle. Go.
But that's what Olafsson's plan is. Make it a messy fight.
We'll throw some knees on the inside. Tiffany pushes her off, and there goes the high kick again. She said her left kick always finds a home. We didn't know it was going to be to the temple of Sophia.
Tiffany needs to be careful when she's exiting from that clinch. She's putting her head down.
Right.
She might eat a knee on the way out.
Got a feeling these two will be fighting again at some point in glory.
Oh yeah, Olafsson's a nice addition to the super bantamweight division.
Tiffany still trying to find a home, but that relentless pressure from Sophia Olofsson just won't stop.
Yeah, there's some of those uppercuts and up jabs from Van Soest.
Big knees on the inside too. Joe, those do not feel good.
No, those add up inside. They don't look like they do much, but when you keep pecking away, they definitely take some of your gas tank out. Well, there's Tiffany trying to move on the angles, but like you said, Todd, that relentless pressure.
Good round here for Olofsson. It may come down to who won the first. If Olofsson can continue here for the final 10 seconds.
Break. Come on, separate. You got 8 seconds. Break. Go.
One more collision. Right hand for Tiffany, left kick. Olofsson back to the punches, and that is it. A fantastic fight between two of the world's best. Here are the highlights from this 3-rounder. Started out fairly even, Joe.
Yeah, good front kick here from Tiffany. She had a little bit more freshness in her footwork. She was able to move, hit and move, stay outside her range. But as Olafsson got more comfortable, she was able to pressure a little bit more. She started blasting with her straight punches, chasing Tiffany down. But Tiffany did a good job at moving backwards and striking where Olafsson was coming forward. So you got to think, were the judges valuing that forward pressure or Tiffany hitting and moving on angles? There's that left kick that could have won Tiffany the second round, but didn't seem to phase, the Terminator, Olafsson, that just kept coming forward. She realized she had to make this a dirtier, messier fight in order to take Tiffany off of her rhythm. And so she just kept coming forward. On the inside, her Muay Thai came out where she kept mixing in those knees. The first few rounds, Olafsson went with the left kick, but near the end, she had to use her punches.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout goes the distance, so we go to the judges' scorecard. Let's take a look at the totals. They score this bout 29-28 Olofsson, 29-28 Van Soest, and 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Tiffany Time Bomb Van Soest.
With the win, Tiffany inched closer to a title rematch with current champion Anissa Meksen. Coming up at Glory 56 Denver on August 10th, Meksen will defend her belt for the second time in 2018 when she fights Jadi Menezes. Then it was time to battle for the interim featherweight championship of the world, with New York native and former interim title holder Kevin Van Nostrand faced off against Thai star and number 2 ranked Petpatamroon Kiapmukau.
Let's go. Fight.
The interim title is on the line. Van Nostrand in the white gloves, Petpatamroon in the black.
Yeah, both guys are really motivated to get another crack at Van Roosmalen. Both have one loss. A lot of people think Petch won that fight against Van Roosmalen.
That may be the quickest low blow I've ever seen, Rico.
That was the first kick. It was great.
First shot.
Todd Grisham, Joseph Valtellini, and Glory's world heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven ringside here from New York City.
Ready. Time back in.
Quick replay, first kick of the fight. Ding, ding. Oh, and a big sweep Van Oostran left his feet, and that left kick sent him to the canvas.
Yeah, there was no stopping that kick there. He chopped right through the legs.
This is exactly what Van Oostran should be doing, moving around.
Yeah, he says he can't wait for Petch's left kick. So he's going to keep circling and try to be first. In and out like that with his blitzing.
Yeah, that's perfect. Nice.
Oh, he ate left-handed, Van Oostran.
Separate. Go.
Petch has also been working his boxing, so we need to see and respect that as well. Kevin needs to be careful, especially with those counter punches of Pet Panamaru.
That left kick here is more difficult for Petch because they're both southpaw.
Yeah.
Nice counter right from Petch.
Those last 2 knockouts of Petch were, of course, first orthodox fighters.
Yeah, this looks like he's going to attack that lead leg a little bit more.
There's nothing orthodox about Kevin Van Oostran.
Break. Separate, separate. Watch the arm.
This is where Van Oostran
Come on, clean. Right?
should be careful. Should just finish the clinch quick. Those Thai guys been clinching their whole lives. It's dangerous.
Yeah, those quick knees in there, they don't look like they do enough damage, but they add up.
Break. Watch your arm in the rope. Get your arm in the rope.
Van Oostran started very well in his last fight against Robin van Roosmalen, but began to melt as the rounds went on.
Yeah, he's really got a high energy style. So the question is, can he handle 5 rounds where Petch comes from a Muay Thai background with those 197 professional fights. Most of those are 5-rounders.
And that's how you see Petch is so relaxed.
Yeah.
Right.
He's so
Nice and
relaxed,
clean.
he's so comfortable.
Separate.
And
Right.
he just
Box.
pressures the pace with being relaxed. It's amazing.
Break, guys, break.
One thing
Listen,
Petch Panamaru's
when you
camp
clinch,
was
you
worried
gotta throw
about
your
was the
okay?
knees of
Don't
Van
clinch, you gotta throw
Oostran.
knees.
Yeah, he throws them really weird and he lunges in flying, but it's really hard to knee Thai fighters. You know, they're used to some of the best kneers in the game, so I think the advantage for Van Oostran has to be in that boxing and his long reach.
That's it, that's it.
And a right hand connects there for Van Oostran. Best punch of the fight so far. That was a
See
low
how much
kick.
power there in those kicks.
And to think it's from a 145er.
Right.
And that's it for round 1. 5th and final round in what has been an interesting bout, to say the least. Not very aesthetically pleasing. 2 points have been deducted from Petch Panamaru. 1 for holding and 1 for low blows.
And I feel that Petch is feeling the urgency as well because now he's coming forward. Like normally he's more relaxed.
Yep.
Waiting for the opponent to, nice kick. Waiting for the opponent to make the pace. And now he's walking forward. He wants to make a pace himself.
Total strikes, 179 for Van Oostran, 151 for Petch Panamaru Kiat Mukap.
You can just see the frustration on Kevin's face.
All right, go.
You know, it's a messy fight for him. Always in the clinch, constantly being dumped or swept or grabbed inside.
Break.
It's not really allowing him to get any offense out.
That's exactly where Petch's experience comes into place.
Now that was a sweep.
Yeah.
Let's see if Big Dan says something. Yeah, little warning there for that.
Give me gloves. Joe, no throws. All right.
But Petch has been in so many fights. So he's been in a fight like this before. So he knows how to handle a fight like this.
Don't throw, no throws.
But there again, he just went in and grabbed the clinch.
And he just said, don't throw him. And Petch threw him anyway. Obviously, he doesn't speak English, but you should be able to tell what you're doing wrong.
Break. Let's go.
1:30 to go here in the final round. It's still anyone's fight.
Break.
Yeah, Kevin's definitely got to be frustrated.
Separate.
You
Ready?
can see it in his face. He's trying to create something, but constantly in this clinch.
Yeah, it's just not coming off.
Break. Middle.
1 more minute to go. Come on, break
Break. Off the ropes, off the ropes.
It's almost like they're attached by a bungee cord. You push them apart, they come back together.
Here we go again.
It's a 5-second clinch. Come on, break.
Right.
I think the man with the most tired arms in the ring right now is the referee.
He's getting a good tricep workout.
Here's a low kick.
Again.
We haven't seen Petch go much upstairs.
Kevin was looking at the clock. If you do that in my gym, you're getting your ass whooped.
Dennis is yelling at you, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Yeah, you invited me out to the gym, so I got to come out one day when we're in Holland.
Oh, nice. Let's do it.
So that's it. They'll hug, but they've been doing that for 5 rounds, so I don't know what the big deal is there.
They should high five at this point then.
Well, Van Ostrand's fans feel he did enough to win. Petch thinks he won it, but those 2 deducted points are going to be the difference one way or the other.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting and very tough to tally.
It could very easily be a draw. And there's the interim title that one of these men will be wearing out of this arena, hypothetically speaking.
And right away, you saw that powerful left kick of Petch. This time against another southpaw, we saw him attack the leg quite a bit. Van Ostrand with that unorthodox style striking came in there, mixing his back fist with his straight punches. But Petch just kept chopping through. You know that shin has landed on many legs before. But same kind of fight. Kevin trying to get on the inside, land some of his hands. Petch trying to kick and then clinch up. That was one of the better chances Kevin had, trying to time his punch off of Petch's kick. But relentless kicking, you can see how strong that shin is, even kicked through the block. Lots of knees on the inside. 2 points deducted for Petch Panamaru. Round 5, same kind of story. Kevin crashing in, trying to get some offense, but still being dumped, being thrown, being kicked down.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Let's take a look at the totals. They score this bout 47-46 Van Nostrand, 47-46 Pet Panamaru. And our third and final judge scores the bout 48-45 for your winner by split decision. And now interim featherweight champion of the world, Pet Panamaru Kiamuka.
With the win, Pet Panamaru secured his second title shot and a rematch against current champion Robin van Roosmalen later this year. Finally, when we return, we move on to the main events in the Super Fight Series and Glory 55, where the best, Cedric Doumbé, looks toward earning his next title shot, and Alex Poatan Pereira looks to defend for a second time against number 1 ranked Yusri Belgari. Don't go anywhere. Glory Rewind will be right back. Welcome back to Rewind. Another former champion to appear, Cedric Doumbé took on 9th-ranked Alan Scheinson in the main event of the Super Fight Series.
Scheduled for 3 rounds. Doumbé prefers to fight 5. It gives him more time to implement his game plan. As for Scheinson, had sort of a friendly rivalry leading up to this fight, but says once the bell rings, I'll be an animal. Here we go. 3 rounds in the welterweight division. Doumbé in the white, Scheinson in the black.
Yeah, interesting. Scheinson came out as a southpaw. First time I've seen him come out that way.
Still in that stance, and just might want to switch back as he ate a right hand. Doumbé throwing big shots. Is that a knockdown? Yes, it is.
4.
Yeah, it was really tough to tell, but
6,
the way he fell, it
7,
looked like a knockdown.
8. Give me your gloves. Give me your gloves.
But he's calling it a slip.
Fight.
He's calling it a slip. Doumbé now full of confidence, as if he could get any more confident.
Yeah, what happened was Scheinson came out as a southpaw, but defensively he's not as strong.
This is not what Doumbé said he was going to do tonight. He's coming right after him, guns blazing. Another high kick there for Doumbé.
Shineson's still firing back. He really wants to make up for that knockdown.
What a start, and a left hook, and then an uppercut from Doumbé.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 uppercuts that just landed there from Doumbé.
You would think this type of fight would favor Shineson, but Doumbé looks very comfortable until he ate that low blow.
Shineson has a look in his eye that he just wants to keep pushing.
You have 5, let me know when you're ready. If it was an accident, just keep it up, okay? Pick it up, please.
Doumbé has not taken his foot off the gas pedal until this.
And in those exchanges, he found a few good uppercuts.
Having a laugh with the crowd. Boy, Shineson is furious that was scored a knockdown, Joe. We haven't seen a replay yet, but first impressions, did you think that was a knockdown?
Well, from my angle, I couldn't see the shot because Wagner was in front, but the way he fell, it looked like his leg split open, which to me looked like one, but I have to see the replay.
Low kick from Shineson, who's got a lot of work to do now. This will be a 10-8 round unless he can change something. Good jab.
Stop. Great.
Where's the float like a butterfly part of Doumbé right now? He's right there to be hit.
Yeah, he's not even moving. This is a different style we've seen, but what makes him so impressive is his ability to switch between styles. You know he can fight outside, and now he's showing he can fight on the inside as well.
And a big left from Doumbé, and then a right hand. Shineson getting lit up right now.
Yeah, he's throwing it as Shineson moves backwards.
This is a brawl. When have you ever seen Doumbé in this type of fight?
No, this is a different Doumbé. Now maybe with his good weight cutting, he has the extra energy to push in and get fights like this.
Nicky Holston, the man who Doumbé beat for his world title, claimed that Doumbé was just a runner, not a true fighter. What would he say watching this?
Yeah, and that's what even Shineson was making fun of him in the pre-fight, calling him a runner, but he ain't running.
Doumbé fighting like this is a one-round fight, and finally Shineson now scoring.
Yeah, I think Shineson clipped Doumbé there.
And did it again as Doumbé keeps his hands down. What an opening round here in our main event. Low kick there for Shineson.
Yeah, he just ducked under that hook.
10 seconds.
Both guys swinging for that KO. Maybe that sit down pissed them off, Todd. Your instigating skills work.
We did a face-to-face interview with the two, and they had some funny exchanges, but there was nothing funny about that round one to Alan Shineson, who suffered a knockdown. The only good thing about that knockout for Shineson is that it happened in round one, and now he's got some time to come back and do something about it.
Yeah, but that goes back to him being the unluckiest fighter in glory, which he calls himself. But now he's got to really put pressure on these 2 rounds. You know, he wins these 2 rounds, we got to go an extra round.
Wouldn't that be something? No need to panic here for Shineson. This is the type of fight he wants, though, right?
Yeah, if you want, because what makes Doumbé tricky is his movement on the outside. But if you can get Doumbé to come in and fight with you head to head like that, it's good for Shineson.
Here's our statistics from the first round. Oh! Was that a knockdown? Yes, again.
On a punch. 4.
Yeah, that was off a punch. That one was more of a knockdown than the other one.
8. Give me a hands.
This is not going well for Shineson, who's going to probably need a knockdown at least to win this.
Yeah, Doumbé's capitalizing on Shineson's forward pressure. You see him switching stances. Now the unorthodox style might come out.
Keep in mind, 4 knockdowns in a fight, and it's a TKO, 3 in 1 round. So if Doumbé can put Shineson down 2 more times, it's over. There's a big uppercut that almost sent him into the front row.
And Shineson's still standing. He should try to clinch him up. But here comes Doumbé. Doumbé's best punch has been his uppercut.
And a knee now from Doumbé. What a performance by Cedric Doumbé.
All the shots up the middle are landing, whether they're uppercuts or knees.
And the referee has stopped it. Chris Wagner has seen enough. Cedric Doumbé looked like the best here tonight. What a performance. What a performance by the best Cedric Doumbé, Joe.
Yeah, right off the start, we saw a lot of good power and actions from both guys. There was that first called knockdown, and And this, you saw Alan Scheinson really come back trying to make up for it, but Doumbé was just super sharp with his punches, his kicks, finding a lot of good uppercuts like he just did there. But Scheinson knew he had to really press forward. And Doumbé just happy to sit in the pocket and exchange right back with him. Doumbé landing some good punches on Scheinson's exit, finding that uppercut over and over again. Round 2, same kind of thing. There was that one I called the knockdown, clean right hand. And then Doumbé just came back on that pressure. And here again, boom, that uppercut. Over, landed again. The way Scheinson has his defense and was shelling up, Doumbé was just able to find the hole up the middle. Eventually, when he had Scheinson backed up in the ropes, this is when he started to kind of use more of his knees. Found that uppercut, put Scheinson in the corner, and just unloaded with his punches. And then found the knee coming up any second here. Boom.
And then another knee, and that was all she wrote. Cedric Doumbé with a milestone, his 70th professional win.
Ladies and gentlemen, you watched it as it happened. Our referee, Chris Wagner, steps in and stops this contest with an official time of 1 minute, 38 seconds of that second round. This one ruled a technical knockout. For your winner, Cedric Doumbé.
The win makes it 2 knockouts in a row for Doumbé and moves him 1 step closer to a title shot against current champion Haruk Grigorian, with the opportunity to regain his title. Alex Pereira, meanwhile, was coming off a recent title defense against Yusri Belgari at Glory 49 Redemption. This title rematch, and the third in the trilogy, came to a decisive end.
Fight fair, fight hard, touch him up.
Familiarity breeds contempt. They do not touch gloves. They're sick and tired of each other. The middleweight championship is on the line. The challenger, Yusri Belgari. The champ, Alex Pereira, in the white gloves. Todd Grisham, Joseph Valtellini, and the heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven, ringside.
You see Alex starting right away with that pressure, but from the distance, very smart.
Yeah, he keeps real good distance control. Already starting to mix in his low kicks. Just so impressive how calm he stays. And then all of a sudden he finds that power.
And that's the way you can make sure you can stay and keep going for 5 rounds. Stay relaxed, stay focused, and exactly know when to throw that power.
And he doesn't throw everything with power, so he sets it up well. Where Belgari, more of that constant power style.
So Belgari could literally finish the fight in every punch, every second.
Yep. But again, the one change he might have to make to go 5 rounds is to set things up a little bit more.
Exactly.
Pereira, Poetan's his nickname, wearing custom-made Jaguar trunks. Ooh. Said it's the most dangerous predator in South America. It represents me. Oh, and a straight right hand, a good one for Belgari. You don't see Pereira getting beat to the punch too often.
Pereira taking that punch like a champion.
Yeah, before that he landed a good left hook. Maybe admired his punch a little too long.
Belgari should watch his front leg. You already got a few legs. You see a few leg kicks. You see his leg turning red.
Yeah. Especially when he circles to the left. Good timing for Pereira.
Inside low kick from Belgari.
When you go 5 rounds, in the end, you gotta feel those legs.
Oh my God!
That may be it! A one-punch walk-off knockout!
As I mentioned, it's that right-hand power of Pereira.
It's over. It's over, guys.
Forget about
it. Over.
And still, Alex Pereira, the middleweight champion of the world.
He just has that ability to stay calm, very relaxed. And like I mentioned, he finds that power shot. And just like the last fight, it came via that overhand right.
As we look at highlights from the first round knockout of Alex Pereira, and that's pretty much all we need to see.
Yeah, that was that right hand that I said Belgari had to watch for. Pereira found that a lot in the second fight, and he brought it back into this third fight. But man, that power Pereira has. One shot, he puts you out.
6, 7, 8.
And there's the title that will go back around his waist as he defends the title for the second time successfully. Both of those wins coming against Yusri Belgari. Let's hear now from Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end with an official time of 2 minutes, 29 seconds of that round, and ends by knockout. For your winner and still Glory middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira.
Alex Pereira has made it known. He's the man to beat in the division, and you better have your best when you step in the ring. Up next, it's Glory 56 Denver on August 10th, featuring a key middleweight grudge match between number 2 Simon Marcus and number 3 Jason Wilness. 2 title fights will also take place in the Mile High City when Artem Vakhitov makes his return to defend his light heavyweight title against number 4 ranked Daniel Ilunga. And Anissa Mexen makes her second title defense against number 4 ranked super bantamweight Jani Menezes of Brazil. It all happens August 10th at Glory 56 as we make our second stop in the Summer of Glory, and you don't want to miss it. And don't forget to check out all things Glory on our website, glorykickboxing.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as catch up on Glory features and fights on our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on Glory Rewind.